Okay, people. Round 2 of the Sinclairs. Expect repressed emotions, beach drama, and more bland, blue-eyed entitlement than a Ralph Lauren summer catalog. And yes, all the blonde girls you see in this video are based on the Lisbon sisters from the Virgin Suicides. For no reason other than I needed a visual reference for a bunch of ethereal blondes who look like they keep family secrets for sport. Remember when I spiraled over the We Were Liars a few weeks ago? Well, grab your painkillers, we're back with a prequel. This time it's the Sinclair family before the Liars tragedy, when the three Sinclair sisters, aka the aunts, were teenagers. We've got Carrie, oldest narrator, the one with the tragic jawline and that her parents keep trying to fix. Penny, the pretty one and the type to whisper act normal when you're having an emotional breakdown. Bess, the nice one, which in Sinclair language means polite people pleaser. And then there was Rosemary, the youngest and just 10 years old. Sweet, book-loving, obsessed with her lion plushes, SNL and potato chips for breakfast. If you watched We Were Liars, you know the sisters used to be four. If you didn't, surprise. The book kicks off with Carrie casually chatting with her dead son, Johnny. Yes, dead son. He asks about her summers at 17. Did you ever get in trouble? And Carrie's basically like, oh sweetie, hold my pearls. Just wait. Here's the Sinclair summer setup. Harry's the father and his wife Typer own a private island. Harry's brother Dean owns the other half. 4 daughters on one side, 2 kids on the other. Yarley, 18, a fave, and Tomkin, 11. This particular summer is their first one after Rosemary drowned. And no, she wasn't murdered, despite what We Were Liars made you think. She swam too far out, got tired, and drowned while the nanny was grabbing towels. But because the Sinclairs have the emotional openness of a brick wall, they immediately Mary Kondoed her room, packed away her toys, and never spoke of her again. Even the sisters avoid the topic. Carrie tries to bring her up. Don't ruin our day, girl. Meanwhile, Harris and Typer are obsessed with Carrie's weak jaw and force her into corrective surgery. So now she's mourning her sister and recovering from jaw surgery. Painkillers become her best friend, and then her personality. Summer hits, they head to the island and Carrie gets a visit from Rosemary's ghost. Rosemary tells her she tried to talk to their mom first, and Typer basically said, don't come back, I'm moving on. And that's cold, even for rich people. This year is different because Penny brings her bestie, Erin, and cousin Yarley brings 3 boys. George, beige skin, beige hair, beige personality, human oatmeal. Major, ginger from Brooklyn, who puked on the way there, very sexy. Yes, Fef. Weird name, charming personality, mysterious in the he's definitely gonna be the love interest way. The Sinclairs immediately distract themselves with their rich people traditions, like lemon hunts. Fef kisses Carrie, they plan a date, and he immediately stands her up. She catches him waving at her later, swims over, and he apologizes. Okay, fine. But then he dumps her for hours to catch up with an old friend while she waits holding his shopping bags. Rude. Carrie calls him out, but of course he charms his way back. They end up making up and making out and making love. Side plot. Typer lets Carrie borrow her black pearls necklace. When Carrie returns it, she finds a photo of young Typer with a man whose face is scratched out. Mom eventually admits that man is Carrie's real father. Cue Carrie's identity crisis. Was the surgery to erase his features from her face? Does she even belong here? Is this all family built on lies and lemon cake? And then the betrayal. Carrie catches Penny making out with Fef. Wow. Penny says it was just to spite Erin, who might have been her girlfriend. Fef avoids Carrie for days. When they finally cross paths, it's not to talk, it's to end in murder. One night, Bess wakes Carrie up. We need you. Outside, Penny says Fef got pushy and didn't stop when she said no. Bess smacked him with a piece of wood full of rusty nails. He's dead. They decide to dispose of the body Sinclair style. At attach him to an anchor, throw him into the ocean, and pretend he fell in drunk and got eaten by a shark. The police is called. Later, Carrie admits to Johnny that she was actually the one who killed Pfeff, not to save Penny, but because she just snapped. Pfeff parents show up. Typer and Pfeff mom bond over losing a child, and Carrie's shocked to learn her family does miss Rosemary. She just never saw it. Pfeff goes, visits to apologize, and asks for her to apologize too. Carrie doesn't give it, which I love for her. Harry's later calls her to say he found the murder weapon. He knows, and he knows about her real father as well, but also she's family. She's a Sinclair. Carrie struggles with addiction for years. Every summer, she returns to the island and sees Rosemary, always tan, but fading. Rosemary is worried that Carrie might end her own life. That's why she keeps coming back. Carrie promises she won't. Eventually, she says goodbye to Rosemary in her 20s. Back in the present, Carrie finishes telling all this to Ghost Johnny, who's like, "Cool story, Mom. I need to go lay down." The book ends with Carrie listing everything she is. More than a killer, more than her trauma. She's a sister, daughter, mother, lover, addict, survivor. Carrie, long-ass name, Sinclair. The one who felt too much and wasn't afraid to say it. That's the book, guys. I liked it. It was not a cry, wreck you like We Were Liars was. It's more a reflective, sad book. There's a lot of good reflective points, like when Carrie confronts her mother, how they never discuss world problems like hunger and wars, to which Typer says there's nothing she can do so. She just wants to live a joyful life, so let her go bake another lemon cake. It's what it is. I feel like it's a good insight on how privileged people are in their bubble. Carrie fights it, but when you're born in comfort, it's just easier to go along with it. Same thing with Penny. She's gay or bi, but as we see it in We Were Liars, she never assumed that part of her. It's easier to be in the good graces of the Sinclairs and live a joyful, comfortable, heterosexual life. But is it? They're all unhappy, but rich. The murder beat took me by surprise, and how Carrie just took control of the whole scheme even more. I liked Carrie. I don't think she was a complainer like Bess said. She would actually call people out. I loved how she clocked Pfeff out and Penny. I feel like the author did a good job with how human every character felt. The family dynamics, the jealousy between sisters, or how Carrie looks for her parents' approval, it's all very real. They're all very human. They all had flaws and they all needed therapy. Overall, I liked it and I recommend it. I feel like especially the second half of the book was the best. I couldn't put it down. And that's all for this week, my beautiful people. I hope you have someone to talk to, not like the Sinclairs. Leave in the comments any other book recommendations. I'll be happy to check them out. Like and subscribe if you like my video and want to see more. I'll see you next week. Bye!